Julia Roberts, scandalous scenes, and an unknown story about one man. Everyone was shocked by such news. Hollywood smiles often hide dark secrets, and the glare of the spotlights can blind you to the truth. In a world where millions adore her radiant appearance, Julia Roberts' real story is far more complex than it seems. Behind the scenes of her stellar career lay scandals that shocked the public and left a deep mark on her reputation. From the nickname Tinker Hell to accusations of affairs with married men, the life of the pretty woman was full of contradictions. Get ready to discover the shadow side of her fame, where personal dramas intertwined with professional triumphs, revealing not always attractive details that have been discussed behind closed Hollywood doors for decades. Julia Roberts is, without a doubt, one of the brightest and most beloved actresses of our time, whose signature smile has captivated millions of hearts worldwide. Her appearance on screen always evokes admiration, and her charisma seems boundless. However, like any other celebrity whose life is under the relentless scrutiny of cameras, her career and personal life have not been without controversies and scandals, often extending far beyond the set, becoming the subject of gossip and headlines. In the early 90s, when Julia was already at the peak of her fame thanks to immortal hits like Pretty Woman and Dying Young, her reputation faced its first serious difficulties. This was a period of her grand success, but also immense pressure. During the filming of the adventure movie Hook, 1991, where she played the iconic role of Tinker Bell, rumors began to spread on set about her allegedly difficult and capricious behavior. These rumors quickly swept through Hollywood. It was said that Julia was overly demanding, caused filming delays, and created a tense atmosphere for the entire crew. This led to colleagues and journalists dubbing her with the not-so-pleasant nickname Tinker Hell, which contrasted sharply with the gentle image of her character. Even the film's director, the legendary Steven Spielberg, who usually avoided public scandals, couldn't ignore the situation and publicly mentioned the difficulties that arose during filming. Julia, in turn, later explained her behavior by stating that she was going through an extremely difficult period in her personal life at the time, which greatly affected her emotional state and conduct at work. Despite these controversies, the film became a success, and Julia continued her triumphant journey in Hollywood, proving that her talent outweighed any negative rumors. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more such stories and facts from the lives of stars and interesting events. However, a real storm of discussion, condemnation, and sensational headlines erupted around Julia in the early 2000s, when her personal life once again found itself at the epicenter of attention. Her current marriage to cinematographer Daniel Moder began under circumstances that caused considerable resonance in the press and society, becoming one of the most talked about romances of the decade. At that time, Moder was married to Vera Steinberg, and his relationship with Julia led to a rapid and extremely scandalous divorce from his first wife, leaving many questions and speculations. The media actively discussed rumors that Julia allegedly even paid Vera $200,000 to expedite the divorce process and thus clear the way for her own marriage to Daniel, which ignited a wave of outrage. Although there was no official confirmation of these financial transactions, these stories further fueled public interest and discussions about the moral aspects of the situation. One of the most memorable episodes illustrating the intensity of this drama was Julia's appearance in 2002 wearing a t-shirt with the provocative inscription Aloe Vera. This inscription was an obvious pun on the well-known plant aloe vera, but it was immediately and unambiguously interpreted by the public as a bold, and perhaps even dismissive, message to Moder's ex-wife, Vera Steinberg. This act only added fuel to the fire of the scandal and gave Julia's image a touch of audacity and controversy, causing many to question her ethical principles. If you enjoyed this intriguing story, please give it a like. Your support is very important to us. Despite all these controversies, Julia Roberts managed to maintain her position as one of the most influential and wealthiest actresses in Hollywood, proving her incredible resilience and ability to withstand pressure. She not only continued to actively star in blockbusters and independent films but also received prestigious awards, including an Academy Award, confirming her acting genius. She remains an icon of style and acting prowess, demonstrating her enduring popularity and influence in the film industry. Her story is a reminder that even the biggest stars are not immune to life's challenges and intense public scrutiny, but true talent, charisma, and a strong personality always find their way into the hearts of viewers, regardless of past disputes and circumstances. Her journey is a vivid example of how one can go through trials and remain at the top, while maintaining a certain mystique.